Now let's dive deep into the big LGBTQ story for today. I'm Dino Mosquera and let's queer up politics. Marjorie Taylor Greene screams child predator raging against new Congressman Sarah McBride. Republican Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene has launched baseless attacks against Democratic Representative Sarah McBride, who is the first openly transgender member of Congress. Greene called her a groomer and a child predator in her recent social media post, despite not providing any evidence. Greene also dead-named McBride while sharing a video of her reading I Am Jazz, a book by trans activist Jazz Jennings, at an LGBTQ-friendly event for children. The event was sponsored by the Human Rights Campaign and the National Education Association. It aimed to promote respect and understanding of queer identities. McBride spoke about Jennings' transition, explaining to children that respecting someone's identity is about kindness and understanding. This isn't the first attack McBride has faced in Congress. Republicans, lawmakers have introduced measures to restrict her rights and access to a bathroom. And unfortunately, this is not the first time that Marjorie Taylor Greene goes, crazy as usual. In fact, I'm surprised when she said something
not
reasonable.
Crazy?
Yeah, not crazy. But she didn't mind what Matt Gaetz was basically revealed as, in fact, a child predator too, because he was having sex with an underage woman or girl, but she doesn't have a problem with that. She has no problem with that, but she has a problem with this woman that is being elected to Congress, who hasn't done nothing wrong, living her life. But then, this is the Republican Party of Donald Trump.
This is a page right out of his book, okay? That's what everybody's doing, is being a bully, all right? Marjorie Taylor Greene, God, I wish I would run into you in a bathroom.
Oh.
That's it, period, okay? I don't have to say no more. It's not a threat or anything. I just would love to run into her to see what is in her brain, because some of the stuff that comes out of her mouth is just honestly uncanny. But it's really being a freaking bully. That's all it is. It's being a bully to Sarah McBride, okay? Sarah's the first transgender woman representing our community in Congress, right? And they are enforcing the bathroom ban, so she's not allowed to use the women's bathroom there in Congress, okay? She's got her own bathroom, but it's the point. She said that she'll uphold the laws, she'll uphold the ban, because she's a good citizen of this freaking of this world. And then you have Marjorie Taylor Greene, who is just not. This is just the beginning. This is going to be 4 years of this, okay? The beautiful thing is that Sarah McBride is a badass. She is ready. She's got the thick skin and she's ready to fight for our community. She sat there and read to children, I Am Jazz, okay? I love Jazz Jennings. She's actually a South Florida person herself and her family. I run into her at events all the time, trying to teach kids to not be like Marjorie Taylor Greene. That's basically what Sarah McBride's whole mission is, So it's sad that we're going to be telling stories like this more often. She's a nasty bully. She's going to continue to be a nasty bully, and she's she just wants to continue to kiss Trump's ass and go after Sarah in such a horrible way.
It's a Rolodex of nonsense, and I think that this young generation of people, we're taking it extremely serious because we wish we could actually do something, like you said, go up there and have some reasonable conversation with this person. Mm-hmm. I think that the generation that you're coming up with, your understanding and your open-mindedness to what's nonsense and not nonsense, I think that the next generation of our community members and our future leaders are going to realize that the nonsense gets traction in the media, but common sense makes a difference to the people you serve. And I think if we stay focused on our initiatives, stay focused on the things we can actually do. Barney Frank taught me a lesson. Nothing great happens fast. It's very, very slow. Every day, wake up. What little bit of change can we make today? And us even giving Marjorie Taylor Greene these 3 or 4 minutes is giving her a little gas to her fire, because unfortunately there are community members that kind of think like Marjorie Taylor Greene too. I mean, 38%, I believe, are Republicans in our LGBTQ plus community. So at the end of the day, let's not promote nonsense. Let's create common sense conversation, because people like you who are going to lead this generation, lead our community in the future.
I love that you
are,
think he's young.
Are
Keep
going
on.
well. Anybody under
He's brown, sweetie.
anybody under 50, anybody under 50, and to me is young. And they have a good long 20, 30, 40 years of common sense discussions, common sense approach, and let that rhetoric be what it is, and don't give it any airtime, is my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah,
Thank you so much for that. I have to get back into the topic because, yes, I'm Generation X. So,
What?
yeah. Brown don't frown.
You see?
Yeah. So with Sarah McBride, I love her stance on this. She has decided that she is not going to respond in the way that Marjorie Taylor Greene and others in Congress are hoping that she responds.
That's right.
In this attack way that they can create these sound bites.
Yeah.
She's saying, you know what, I am not here to represent trans people. I'm here just to represent the people of my district.
Yeah.
Which that's all
She's
I'm
gonna
here
do
to
her
represent.
work.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And she's trying to use that, which is the same tactic of Martin Luther King, Gandhi, of this passive resistance to show what a bully the other person is, to make it clear to America, because what has happened in our 24-hour news cycle is that these politicians have become celebrities and they love their celebritydom. So they go on Fox News, they go on OAN, they go on all the conservative media sites, which I watch all the time too as well, and they start to with the fame that they get, they want to continue getting that fame. They want to continue getting those endorsements from the people in conservative America. So they know what they are saying is not true.
Yeah.
She knows that Sarah McBride is not grooming anybody, is not molesting any child or anything, but she knows that there's a big base of people that are going to champion her, that are going to go to her website, they're going to go to her Instagram account, and so that's what they're thriving off of.
Yeah.
So you know where this all started is the #1 publication in the world for many years, decades, was the National Enquirer. And they were sensationalism media publication, right? And they didn't always tell the truth, and they bought stories, and they paid people to say things they wouldn't have said if they weren't paid. All of a sudden, mainstream media picks this up and says, well, we got to be a little more sensational. We got to be a little more driven to what's going to make people take a step back, what's going to get the views. And all of a sudden, the advertising money came in. I don't know if you remember, but I'm a little older in that I remember when CBS, NBC, and ABC, that half-hour time slot every night was not a moneymaker. It was not there to make money. News content became monetized. It became, you have to make money or we fire you as a host. You got to get enough of eyeballs. You got to get enough revenue. You only do that by sensationalizing people, and she is a product of the National Enquirer. She is a product of how far south in the toilet that Fox News went back in the day. And they also realized that you can be too sensationalized and you can be not enough. And I think that the media, and CNN was the first to do it, I think they were the ones that started to find somewhat of a common ground, because they realized they're going to have to keep up or they're going to have to get out.
Yeah.
So I think they've done a good job of pulling back, and they let go of some of their anchors that were going the distance to just rip Marjorie Taylor Greene to shreds, which might be interesting news, but is that how you really want to be as a reporter to the news? Or do you want to be open-minded, and do you want to be perceived as somebody that wants to tell the truth? And are you somebody that's being bought by advertisers, or are you somebody that's going to say what the facts tell you to say, and here's my opinion to the facts? And I think we're slowly getting back to that because people are demanding it. The world's demanding truth now. They really are. That's why we have fact checkers everywhere.
Right, but
Except
this
on
is
Facebook and everywhere else. We've got to move on.
Right.
But listen, our thoughts are with Sarah McBride. You keep on kicking ass, and Marjorie Taylor Greene, you're just a big bully. All right.
Don't get elected again.
Don't get elected again, all right? I don't want to see your face anymore. So that is the big LGBTQ story for today. There is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by subscribing and sharing Queer News Tonight.